final match of WXV campaigns up next from BC Place. So many critical matchups across the board with so many of these teams, but in the centre of it for New Zealand, almost quite literally, Ruahei Demant for New Zealand, and coming up against this impressive woman, Gabby Vernier, one of the best in midfield in the world, so key to everything France does.
She's been excellent for them this tournament. She was player of the match last week. Her importance on attack and defense are both crucial to the France backline. But again, up against Ruahei Demant, the leadership, the captain of this team, it's been a tough tournament for them. So they will be looking to her as a leader. They'll be looking to her as a player. They want to see her perform, and she can really energize this group today.
Both Ruahei Demant and Kennedy Tukuafu, the New Zealand co-captains, demand really high standards of this team, which they haven't hit in the last couple of weeks. Likewise for France, they are building their campaign towards next year's World Cup as well. It's France in their alternate white strips this afternoon as young Hannah King gets another go in the driver's seat for New Zealand. A big intake of breath. And our referee in charge, the vastly experienced Sarah Cox with Julian Zussman and Christine Lovett, two Canadians, assisting her. Leo Colgan is our television match official. All is in readiness. The penultimate match of WXV, the last of the year for these teams. New Zealand in black, France in the white. Hannah King sends a low, skidding, shallow restart, which is scooped up by France. It was a slightly awkward bounce for Emmeline Clark to be able to bring it in as some early heavy contact comes in. And France look to build and carry out. Bonan Sansu, so much the conductor of this French side. Coming in underneath it, Medirangi Paul in at fullback today, getting a start in that 15 jersey ahead of Renee Holmes, and makes a nice first touch. Here's New Zealand, Michaeli Tu'u swinging it out the back for Sylvia Brunt, bouncing out of a couple. That midfield battle is going to be one to watch. First touch for Alana Bremner, strong in that loss to England last week. New Zealand just nicely into their work, and speaking of strong last week, here's Kaipo Olsen-Baker. France, though, their defence made plenty of tackles over the course of these two matches so far. New Zealand go back and reset. Henwood, the pillar in the middle, able to stand, and Brunt looking to offload. New Zealand happy to force the ball in traffic. Eventually, Paul has to go to ground. Hohaya delivers for Demant to the line. She's wrapped up by Sidi El Banet, vastly experienced French winger. New Zealand building some early phase pressure, not getting a heap of go forward. That's good from Michaeli Tu'u. Was over that one, but got cleared out well. King has had to check her run a little bit. Hohaya, again, a lot of traffic. France cutting off a few options. Nice carry for Vahakolo, looking for some early work off the wing. Roos. Now it breaks down, but France caught offside, getting up too quickly.
Number 13. Offside.
Able to maintain possession on that. New Zealand started and have played on the 10-meter line for nearly 2 minutes so far. They're playing really flat, so the France defense is able to get up, really shutting down those opportunities. New Zealand can't go anywhere with it.
Good touch finder from King. 20-year-old had a really difficult day last week against England. Gets back in the driver's seat.
Just wait 2 seconds. Time off.
She's got some early touches, hands on ball, as well as Hannah King.
Right, wait until I go out the back, and then I'll put time back on for you. So time is off at the moment, okay? Time is off. 1 second.
Running repairs for Sarah Cox.
Right, just step over. No, not yet. No.
Georgia Ponsonby to throw for New Zealand. It was a strong game last week.
That's my fault, sorry. Right, time on.
gets the nod. It goes to Bremner, and that's nicely taken down by New Zealand on the 22. Just lost her footing to Olsen Baker as the ball flew forward, but New Zealand on to attack with demand, taking on the line. Good tackle made by Okemba with Kiwa helping out. Bremner's there for New Zealand. As Hohaia looks to deliver some nice quick service. Around the corner comes Mikaeli Tu'u, and now Sa'i, look at him just bracing for the contact of Conde. New Zealand continue to go left through Ponsonby. And now quick pick for Olsen Baker, who's so hard to put down. Conde hangs on around the ankles. Good tackle made, but France really having to defend hard, and then it comes undone for New Zealand. Ball flat for Sa'i and couldn't quite bring it in. So opportunity lost for the Black Ferns.
And again, playing so flat to the line. France comes up, and there's no time to do anything for the New Zealand players. And you can see initial nice little break, splitting the defenders right in half. And again, Olsen Baker, strong carry, but she's catching that ball. It did go wide, tried to grab it with the outside hand, but even if she gets that, she's right into the tackle.
That record. It was all New Zealand early on, but France 5 wins since 2018. First set piece, first scrum of the game. France's set piece has had its difficulties the last couple of weeks, but that's just a nice, stable enough base for eventually. Now they get it creeping forward for Ménager to come away for Bourdon Sansus, shipping it across the line, Jacquet, and now France quite happy to run it out from well in front of their own goalpost. Here's Marine Ménager. But that might have been, I just was about to say, almost ripped away by New Zealand in the tackle, but it's a really good play out from their own line from France's Marine.
Straight on the ball.
Romain Ménager goes forward, and this one has been stolen by New Zealand. It's there for King.
Tacklers didn't affect the play.
Losing some ground on the turnover. But New Zealand get possession back. That good initial exit coming undone for France, and that's a nice ball from Demand to Roos on her shoulder. A little sniper dart from Hohaia, has to change her mind and go back to the co-captain. Here's Paul, Merirangi Paul looking to accelerate, ball around the corner for Vahakolo, puts it on the toe, Hohaia chasing, Kemba just brought it in, got it on the fingertip for Jacquet to come away with it. It was the long lever, and now turnover ball comes back to New Zealand. France losing control on the floor again.
It was just not protected.
Referee called it just wasn't protected, and away it came. New Zealand really pushing in the opening 5 minutes. No points to show for the dominance as yet. Bremner slips a little ball for Olsen Baker. Able to get and go again, wasn't held. Good at that Kaipo Olsen Baker now. Vahakolo been busy early on. The left winger. Roos is going to have that ripped, and then Okemba loses control.
So you had hold of the ball before they go to floor. It's just a knock on.
So it'll be a New Zealand scrum.
Just let go.
Both teams a little guilty of being a wee bit loose in the carry and the contact. Here's the turnover.
Thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Well, she does really well to get over that. And here's Mariangi Paul, look at it. Breaks the defense in two. They both turn in and gets her arm around for the offload. And a nice little chip option here. She knew she was going to get tackled out. Unfortunately, no one really ready to chase it, but a really good option. France recovers well on that one.
Here's Merirangi Paul, her 12th test, just her 3rd at fullback. She came onto the scene mainly as a winger. That's where she's played, but seen a glimpse of the skill.
Wait.
Her younger sister Mahina, part of the Olympic gold medal winning Black Ferns. French coaching team. Okay, on the middle there. David Ortiz took over at the start of last year.
Bind. Set.
Free kick for New Zealand as the scrum goes straight to ground, and Olsen Baker will tap and go quickly. Pointed away to go to the right, and that is where she goes. Mikaeli Tu'u crashes onto it. 4 metres short, nice and quick for Hohaia. And now bustling and barging and scoring. New Zealand coming up with it. Aisha Letienga barreling her way over the line to the opening score for the Black Ferns.
Wowee, what a run for from her. She didn't have far to go, but she had a few defenders in her way. New Zealand react quick on this free kick. Olsen Baker goes to the right. You can see them calling. They've got a few numbers out there. And it's the quick ball at the breakdown. Straight out to Aisha Letiiga. Wow. Look at the power. Uses her upper body, keeps her legs going, and is able to dive over that. 3 defenders rolling around her.
Chloe Jacquet was arguing she never got it down, but referee in great position, and just the power of Aisha Letiiga. There's Hannah King. The goal kicking duties from wide. King gets a good strike on it, just away though, so try goes unconverted, but New Zealand score first 5 points to 0.
And it took a while, a lot of phases there, and in the end it's pretty simple. The quick tap, the nice clean pass from Hohaya straight to Letiiga, and powers over there. Rewarded for all the effort in the first 8 minutes.
Well, it's been all New Zealand, isn't it? They've been deep in France's territory now. They'll have to bring it out from inside their own, and they'll get a penalty. That'll help.
High tackle.
High tackle goes against
I've got nothing more than just being a little bit high, okay?
She is a tall player.
I didn't know if you were going to run with it.
So she's got to work extra hard to get low on these tackles.
Yeah, thanks, mate. France on the line, Julian.
How many? Run. How many? I can't.
Line. Line.
This possession has been all in New Zealand's favour, and they should get more here as again Bremnes has secured some nice line out ball, and away they come on attack. King again, it's flat to the line. New Zealand barge their way through at the moment, and now Demand getting nice quick ball for Hohaya to clear away once more. Brunt, and then King looked to flip it on, but Guo had her well looked after. Oh, Franzen over this one though. Is that Felou? Yeah, she is. The French co-captain got locked on that really quickly. Mané Felou to steal it back.
Well, Hannah King got the ball in the pocket, but not much support. She was running out on that angle and really just got stuck with not many options and not much time.
First real attacking opportunity here for France inside New Zealand's territory. Good touch finder from Kiwa.
Just on me. There you go. That's it. Thank you.
Agat Sosha finds her target. It is Felou who won the turnover ball. New Zealand have got
good contest on that, Julian.
Stopped this quite well, but now France get a little roll on with Sosha, veteran hooker.
Tackle!
Goes to ground, and Roos will have to release her. She does. France get a chance to attack as the forwards fan out and line up to get into it. It's Romain Ménager. Up next, New Zealand looking to get hands on ball again and have won another breakdown turnover. The steal this time from Georgia Ponsonby.
Well played in there from Ponsonby. France had gotten out of that maul and really spread out well, but the New Zealand defense matched that. We're in good position.
Yeah, no problem. Number 5, HIA.
It's the wide pass. The little offloads have worked well, but again, it's Hannah King that gets herself stuck.
No, we're just sorting out the HIA, just a second.
So Metasu Fall is going to come to the side here for France with
we're just making sure
a head injury assessment call from the side. It's come quickly, so they're just organising the replacement on the side here. It'll be Ina Ikahege for France, who's going to come on in jersey 19.
Wait.
As Metasu Fall is going to get tested. I think it's caught her by surprise as well, but the check has been made with the smart mouth guards.
Ready? Time up.
Registering a knock. Again, it's Ponsonby to Bremner. That combination working well at line-out time for New Zealand. Here's Olsen Baker, got ball and player at the same time. Good tackle from Lena Giwa in the middle for France. And now New Zealand with Vahakolo wrestles away from one and then through another, now bursting through. Vahakolo's got explosive speed and a swerve around one or two more. Then the offload comes. Support from Saed, just dragged down. Great tackle made by Sosha to drive New Zealand back after a wonderful bust from Caitlin Vahakolo. Now Bremner. Demand ships it along the line from Brunt, gets past Conde, got support on the outside, pull back in field, and then Brunt able to just about keep it alive. Losing control, it was Letty Ingerather on the edge, but New Zealand really showing that ability to bust out, and France slipping off some tackles.
Well, the energy that New Zealand have started this game with is exactly what they would have wanted. It was the initial break from number 11, Vahakolo. Look at that, steps off the left, again off the right, and busts through the tackle of Ménager. And then she's got all the work to do because her support is not anywhere near, but she breaks a few more tackles, and then it's the later break from Sylvia Brunt.
Line out on their own line is really good from Soshatuko. And now having to carry out is Ménager, and they're going to get a penalty here, New Zealand. France just straight off their feet. New Zealand want to go. Quick tap from Roos. Now Roland Dement. Over the hands through Brunt and Paul. Paul's got Vahakolo for the corner. Caitlin Vahakolo dots down in the corner, having set it up with the initial bust.
And she's excited by that one. She had that initial break up the center that really got New Zealand back into France half. And it's the quick tap from the penalty. Roos gets it going. And look at the long passes. The French defenders had come up, but they had to shift out in order to cover, and they're all just chasing the inside. Vahakolo will finish that on her wing.
Well, the backs, and particularly the outside backs for New Zealand, really got called out and caught out last week, and Caitlin Vahakolo, as part of that, has started this match really well. New Zealand being guilty of not taking the opportunities in previous matches. Today they're sticking. And King from wide is just about to slide that in the right hand upright, not quite. New Zealand's second try, 10 points to 0.
And look at the long passes. In the end, it's an easy 2-on-1, but the French defenders had come up, which they had to do, because if they didn't do that, the try would have been even closer under the post. But they got caught with not enough numbers off that quick penalty.
17th test try for Caitlin Vahakolo. Last week was the first time in 11 matches she hadn't scored. And New Zealand fuller running Dement, really taking it upon herself, flirting with that side. Here's trouble. Is Okemba, is it all over that? No, it was Conde. Got locked on it after a great tackle by open side flanker Gros. France are going to turn down the opportunity for points and kick for touch instead.
You can take the line. You can have the line.
First proper opportunity for France to try and threaten this New Zealand line. So sharp to Felou in the middle. The French captain brings it down. And now France will try and organise, and New Zealand will look to stop them. It's peeled away by Sosha. And so New Zealand, the fan across as France come at them through Asia Kalfawi. Just a metre or so short of the New Zealand line. France hot on to attack for the first time, and now a change of direction and acceleration. Evelyn Bolt just took it upon herself. Ran completely away from everybody else, but finished it to get France on the board.
Well, it's an absolutely confident run. She took the long way around, but she spotted something and backed herself. And she's first receiver on the left side, but sees an opportunity on the right and comes back. Battles through those last few tackles, but already in the try zone. And you can see here the defenders all just stop on that backside. They don't come up. Job is not done when the ball goes the other way. You've got to come forward, and the New Zealand defenders just caught sleeping there.
Great vision. A big sigh of relief. Once New Zealand realised it was far too late. So France, having been chasing the early stages, are now only going to find themselves 3 points behind as Lena Kilas strikes a lovely conversion. The gap's closed quickly. It's 10 points to 7.
Yeah, no problem, thank you. Just wait for the medic.
And she even had all the support with her, but backs herself. And that's the kind of attitude you like to see in a back rower.
King drives the kickoff
Inside.
low and hard. It's brought down by Bourdon Sansu. And oh, that's a lovely exit from the veteran halfback.
Still live, still live.
Paul just really didn't get a play on it at all.
Well done.
New Zealand will get the throw to the line out, but Bourdon Sansu has peeled off metres here for France.
The experienced number 9 placed that beautifully.
Hang on, time off. Right, we need to just be a little bit quicker with this and a little bit quicker with numbers. Wait, how many are in, please? No, 5. Right, hang on. Very wide on this gap. You guys were asking me earlier if we can have a smaller gap, so just come in and set it like you would like it, okay?
Some of the line-out setting across the last couple of weeks have been messy for every team. Here's now New Zealand. Can get good line-out balling. King will just punch this kick down the middle of the field. Say is putting on a chase, and Jacquet is bobbling and bouncing, and made a real hash of it at the back. New Zealand onto attack with Metienga, just dragged down by Ménager. A big mistake comes from Jacquet, sweeping across at the back for France.
That's a good turnover. We've got a knock on. Oh, we love it. Just here. Cool. It's a good turnover. It's just a
solid
knock on.
option from Hannah King there. The 2 players in backfield were really spread wide, so she had to pull number 15, Chloe Jacquet, and just couldn't get control of that ball. There's the knock on as Sylvia Brunt put the pressure.
Wait, no.
Oh, that's the rugby nightmare, isn't it? When the ball is just going away and away and away. Couldn't get a grab on it, Jacquet, and it gives New Zealand a scrum on the France 22-metre line.
Someone. Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Eventually it goes in. Scrum not all that steady, but away it comes for King once more. Now demand New Zealand. Lots of bodies in motion. Metienga looking to explode through a gap. Great tackle by Vernier. Needed to be made on the New Zealand winger. Offload sticking for Bremner now too. Nice quick ball once more. Higher for Henwood. Dragged down by Kalfaoui. New Zealand pressing. He's coming in waves at France at the moment. Ponsonby was hit hard in the tackle. There for Hahaya. Now Roos. New Zealand building some pressure once more. Bremner goes forward, lots of support getting in behind her too. Hahaya picks out Olsen-Baker. This is where she's dangerous. Olsen-Baker wrestling with French defenders towards the line. Big ball rip for Paul. Just had to check the run ever so slightly. Again, they come round the corner. Here's Mikaeli Tsu'u getting in the way of a few New Zealand other players as well.
Wait here.
Ball still there for the Black Ferns. France trying to pile in, put some pressure on. Rule. He's 4 metres short of the line. They keep looking to spread New Zealand. Now it's with Henwood, and then just shifts it along for Bremner, who's over the line. It was the slightest little shift. Alana Bremner held on, and New Zealand get their third.
The forwards made beautiful work of that, really spreading the France defenders across the field, but it's the initial break off the scrum. Metienga, look at her coming behind there, looking for work and inserting, and gets the initial line break that really sent the French defenders back. And from there, the forwards went to work.
It feels a little bit
nearly for Olsen-Baker. 3 defenders there to try and get her down.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But it's the wide pass. The forwards are setting so wide off that breakdown that the defenders have to spread out, and it's opening these little gaps for New Zealand to work through.
Julianne, just on the way back.
Oh, she's such an unsung hero. Alana Bremner, time and again. She's restored the lead. That one stays away too.
Try not to shout at me.
Hannah King.
Yeah,
a couple of points left out there, but 15 points to 7.
Why, but let's try not to, okay?
And look at the wide pass off the breakdown. It really cuts out 3 defenders. New Zealand have come to play, and they've started really strong today.
Do you want me to tell you? 10?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, as long as you're happy.
Joa sends it deep down into the New Zealand 22, a long way back. It's fielded by Paul, and now King again, and once more it'll be Demand, who just looks to crash it out. Overplayed the hand a little. New Zealand have to be careful. Oh, Haya had to scramble it away under pressure. France just trying to exert themselves on New Zealand defensively. Bremner. King again. New Zealand determined to run it out. Now Paul will put it to the toe, sending it away downfield. France back there, and back there well is Lena Gilwa with Jacquet. Scanning the options. Banet hasn't seen a lot of ball in hand, and then just puts it to the toe where it's easily fielded by Demand. And now Vahakolo looks to return well, knowing that Banet was up in the line. Jacquet read it well though. Gilwa. King's underneath this one. Anna King sizes up the options and looks to release Merirangi Paul with that fabulous footwork, and then the offload for Hohaya. Ponsonby is having to get out of her way. Eventually it's there for Saye, who knocks it away. That broken field, New Zealand looking dangerous. A couple of handling issues letting it down.
And look at the footwork from Merirangi Paul off her right foot, and again, and then it opens up. She's really so strong at getting in between those 2 defenders and releasing her hand for the offload.
Okay, let's crack on.
Scrums have been a little unstable. New Zealand's dominance early.
Bind! Set! Steady!
Bourdon Sansu feed the scrum 11 metres on New Zealand side of halfway. As Romain Ménager looks to bounce out the back, it just comes unstuck a little for France, and Gilwa has to mop up before running headlong into Hohaya, who's with support of Saev, really held France up here, then had to release as the tackler did get to ground. Here's Kahegi on for Matasu Fal, having a head injury assessment. Good attacking chance here for France. Galfaoui, Sia Galfaoui, Sosha, and New Zealand is going to concede a penalty here. France with advantage as it almost goes through the hands of Marlene Ménager. Run, and now Bourdon Sansu found some space down the blind side, just dragged down by Demand. Quick pick for Conde. France really looking hot on attack here, getting their game rolling through Fairlieu. France have peeled off plenty of metres here. Sosha and Kalfaoui, second touch in the movement for the tight head prop. Ikahegi as New Zealand try and rush up. Good spot tackle made by Ponsonby, but away it comes again. Bourdon Sansu for Gilwa. Got some space in behind, acres of space in behind for Emmeline Quall, who almost caught up with it, did catch up with it. Try is given.
Well, France were under pressure. They did so well from the initial break. Look at the number 9, Pauline Bourdon Sansu, spots the opening but has to battle Ruhe Demand. And Conde does so well to get there because that ball was all for loss. And then it's the wide crossfield kick.
It's a knock-on.
I think referees checked this though and have seen a knock-on. They've had a look upstairs. It was so hard for Quall to bring it under control.
And she just needed to be set on the touchline so she could run in on that. It's so hard to maintain those balls and get control running out.
Right, just make sure they've got to be behind you.
There was an alarming level of space out there for her from a New Zealand perspective. As they go short with the goal line dropout. Oh, it's gone out on the full. That's a mistake, big mistake.
Yeah.
Goal line dropout goes out on the full, and this is going to give France great options.
Scrum. This scrum option they've taken.
And here it is again. You can see she's come in on it, but then has to go back out. That's a really tough angle to control that ball, touch it down. But Hannah King has been struggling with the kicks to start this game. Wobbly off the kickoffs and then again off this goal line dropout, giving France an exceptional opportunity on this center field scrum 5 meters out.
Matasu Fala's come back onto the field after her head injury assessment.
Good patience.
Boy, options here though for France.
Well, you guys as well, good patience. Good work. Crouch.
Midfield scrum, 5 meters out under the goalposts almost for New Zealand to defend and France to launch. What a chance it is for this French side. Romain Ménager, French get a real way on France, just rumbling away here, controlled in the back by the number 8. Over to the side it goes, they've got the advantage. Ball will come out, it's going to be a penalty.
It goes sideways.
New Zealand scrum has had its struggles in this competition and France exposed it.
It just goes sideways, okay? But you have the penalty.
And I don't doubt about what they might go with the option here.
How come this way?
A decision to be made indeed. I would back that scrum to go again if it was me, but I'm not down on the field. But I am in their heads.
Turned down at almost gift 3 points for it. The quality of the kickers, but New Zealand scrum under huge pressure here, just conceded one penalty.
There was already an offence before that sideways motion. You guys have got to stay in the contest, you step out. Either side, you all step out of that contest.
Ilana Brossot-Sochat, Asia Kalfaoui, the front row for France against Kate Henwood, Georgia Ponsonby, and Amy Rule for New Zealand. France in the ascendancy.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Front rows have gone down. It's another advantage, and it's Ménager bounces out the back from number 8. Almost to the line are France, pressing and pushing and scoring is Mané Filou. Forward dominance comes to the fore for France, and their captain, Mané Filou, gets the try.
Clean and tidy from France. Well executed on the scrum. They had New Zealand, they had the advantage. But it's Mané Filou.
Leo, did you get that? No worries.
Ménager gets them going forward, takes 2 defenders out. And she can see the opportunity before she even gets her hands on the ball. The New Zealand defenders running across, not in position. And just dives over. Really tidy by France in the red zone.
And the gap is closed to 1. Just a couple of opportunities in New Zealand's 22 for France, and they have taken them. All the dominance for New Zealand, but only a 1-point advantage. 15 points to 14, 10 minutes to go in the first half.
No worries. Ah, fab, thank you. Yeah, when you're ready.
Restarts brought down by Gilai, looks to return the kick with interest and sends France down towards halfway, where it'll be New Zealand's throw to the line out.
You can take the line. You want to take the line.
New Zealand coaching team, Alan Bunting here at the back.
New Zealand just in a little bit.
Steve Jackson, Tony Christie, the defence coach, I think has put them through the ringer after last week. Again, the line-out ball, the target Bremnick goes well, and this time New Zealand opt to drive on halfway as Ponsonby peels away. She's great in the loose, Georgia Ponsonby, former loose forward, tearing away with a good run, and now Bremner again, just losing the footing. Takes New Zealand to the 10-metre line in French territory once more. Hohaya for Olsen-Baker. Sochard's ripped that off her, done really well against Sochard, just was straight on that ball as Olsen-Baker came at her. But they'll concede a penalty.
Ball on the floor. You've taken the ball on the floor and then played it on the floor.
Very clear from Sarah Cox there. Sochard did so well to get in on that. But New Zealand now with a decision. And maybe even a loss of a meter there on that kick. Kicking might become an interesting part of this game later. And here's the run. Olsen-Baker, such a talent on attack, but she gets the initial rip, but she's on the floor, and that was Sarah Cox's call on that.
There you go. That's it. There you are. Fab. Thank you. Yeah, time is on.
Position stats starting to even right up. This time it's Michele too, as New Zealand look to work a move from the line out, and Demand just clatters into Okemba and then lost control of the ball, but it's gone backwards, and it's Vahakolo who wrestles an extra metre forward and then loses control as well. It spills out on the French side, and they look to counter-attack here. Ménager for Banet, and then tried to get it back in field. Bourdon-Sansout, as the ball was forced from Banet. A couple of players have stayed down here for France, one being Cyrielle Banet, and the other.
Time off. Yeah, Leo just looking at that shot on, I believe it's number 8 there.
Banet's back up, although going to get some attention as well. A couple of players.
It is late, yeah? Okay. Ladies, just while we got time off, it is going to be a penalty against you.
Yeah, just wondering if there's a
hit back here.
Yeah, the shot was late.
So once one goes back on,
Clément Ménager.
It was a late shot.
So New Zealand are going to concede a penalty here.
A little bit of a missed opportunity on this turnover. France did so well to get that ball ripped again.
Thank you. Guys, can we wait
in the tackle? And then numbers to spare on this short side through the hands, and it's the little inside ball.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you.
Back to Pauline Baudon, but just too low and off the knee.
It's a late tackle. Just use the other.
A penalty for France with a late tackle.
Late tackle by one Black.
Give them a chance to get back into New Zealand territory, where they've really been able to ask questions of New Zealand's defence. This is a really tight test match, just as you'd expect between these two sides.
The world number 3 and the world number 4 at the moment going head to head.
Nice quick ball off the line out, a chance for the French attack to launch. Oh, Vernier just found Ménager. Clément Ménager coming across as Vahakolo looking to take on the winger. Does Ménager? Vahakolo drags it down, just busted through, and it's been stolen away by New Zealand. Onto it, quick as a flash, made the tackle, got to her feet and won it back. And now New Zealand, oh, the hands right in front of their own try line, right on their own try line, as New Zealand look to exit, with Brunt just to clatter it out a few extra metres.
No. Use the ball, please.
And now Hohaya will send it to the air and to the safety of the touchline, not quite, as Marie Ménager now brings it back. Paul slips off her, Rule brings her down. France asking questions, pressing here, Okemba, no way through, great hit, Saet down low, Ponsonby over the top, Kalfaoui almost through the tackle of Roos. Ball spills out once more. Bourdon-Sansout. Here's Vernier, just starting to get a little more involved. Gabby Vernier. Haven't seen a lot of it.
And again, straight on the ball.
Oh, again, New Zealand stolen this straight on the ball at the breakdown. France conceding possession once more. Roos braces for the contact of Sochard. Almost an action replay as Hohaya will look to send it away once more. Told to use it. And this time does find the touchline. New Zealand get out of danger, 25 metres out from their line.
That ball is out, okay? Well, it's up to you, because if the ball's
look
out,
at
they
the
can come
skills.
through and the ball,
It's
okay?
perfectly placed. Sylvia Brunt nearly gets there, but Romain Ménager with the line break puts her body into Vahakolo, who had to make that tackle. And it's been back-to-back from both teams. The energy is high through the end of this first half.
France go down the back. It's picked off by Okemba, getting her first test start. And what is her fourth cap? Seraphine Okemba. And now Sochat will look to control it in the back for France. Staying bound, and away they go. The ball is rumbling forward, and New Zealand having to backtrack as they scatter and splinter. Well, Ponsonby's come through the middle here, but it'll come on the French side. No, it won't. It was Ponsonby who got through to disrupt for New Zealand. Whoa!
No.
As a bit goes on in the middle too. That's a French-New Zealand contest.
Well, both teams know what's at stake in this game.
I understand. That's okay.
The intensity is not surprising, particularly in the last couple minutes where it's been turnover after turnover.
Turnovers failed more. Now, always through the middle, always bound, okay? Time off.
And it's the rolling maul off the line out. France does really well. They get it moving.
But because she's come through
initially,
that middle, she's always got people bound. She's entitled to come for the ball carrier.
breaks through there, and they're still going.
And then it fails, and then she just stays on.
But New Zealand find a way to get in on that.
You're right. No, not for a minute. We're all ready to go.
You can see what it means, the intensity coming through a little bit. But they do want to be careful with these penalties. We've seen in this tournament the impact that the accumulating penalties can have, and things like that aren't necessary and will not help your team.
New Zealand's breakdown work.
That's some serious stuff, huh?
Back to that island game where they were well and truly second in that part of the game.
Ready to go? Oh, we got another one here as well anyway, so.
France, though, in sense they've had New Zealand just pegged down here for a wee spell as we head towards half-time. Kate Henwood gets some running repairs, or rather Kai Paul Olsen-Baker. I think Henwood is getting some as well.
And a few kicks for New Zealand, really not going to plan, not able to clear their lines as much as they would have liked, and it's keeping France in this area of the field.
How good has Emily Cole been on the side of the scrum for France at number 7? Scored one, had one disallowed.
We're going wrong well. There you go. Okay, time on.
They've been using Ruhe Demant as an exit strategy today, looking for her power through the middle to set them up, get them going forward. And look at the possession for New Zealand, 67%, and only 1 point in it.
Crouch! Bind!
So New Zealand scrum's been under pressure. But it's controlled in the back, and Hohaya is able to whip it away for King. They skip out. Demant this time goes to Brunt, and New Zealand looking to run from deep inside their own territory. Vahakolo again has to put it on the left foot, find a little bit of territory, and the ball bounced back in field. Or New Zealand chasers were bearing down on it, and the first one there is Demant. Vernier had to come at it, but again the bounce of the ball eluding France, and it gets New Zealand on to attack once more. King with Rule now in midfield, and Ponsonby just a little ball over the top from Mikaeli Tū, looking to release it. Letty-Iinga, little in and away. Aisha Letty-Iinga, the pocket rocket on the edge, dragged down by Okemba. And into touch as well. Feet went over the line. Great cover from Seraphine Okemba to bring down Aisha Letty-Iinga.
She can't believe it. Shaking her head. but it's a nice exit from New Zealand this time.
New Zealand.
And it's the chip, and it's not just the chasers around the ball, because watch the bounce. It's the chasers through the middle that actually benefit. Really well done, Ruhe Demant, to get up in that and maintain. And then New Zealand with the numbers on the outside. Leti Inga off her outside step.
Line out as Matasu foul came away and then was
behind.
peeled back, and a good tackle. New Zealand looking to put some pressure on France's exit here as Giwachi's only going to get this down as far as Leti Inga, who's got really good hands, and then throws a really awkward ball. Oh, Paul did so well under the attention of Vernier, and then got smashed by foul. Irirangi ball, the thick of the action. Now Ponsonby, who seems to be everywhere for New Zealand as well, looked to release a little ball out the back there. New Zealand really opening up late in this half. Rule. France, who were tackling to a standstill again, are going to concede a penalty.
You must move, though. You're number 5. Must
France
roll.
just absolutely throwing themselves at New Zealand attackers.
Well, we said at the beginning, Gabby Vernier would be important, and nearly gets the strip. Paul thinks she's away, but look at the tackle.
You all set?
From Fall.
Come in a little bit. That's it. Perfect.
She's a tall player. She's got to get low. She drives off that front leg and sends her back.
New Zealand line out hard on attack here. It's brought down by Bremner, funneled to the back, under the arm of Ponsonby. New Zealand not getting any go forward here at the moment. Now they creep forward, and it's there with Hohaya having to release. Demand, though, that's another great shot from Gabby Vernier. So strong in the middle for France. Here's Ponsonby once more. New Zealand, as the siren goes for half-time, looking to restore a little bit of breathing room as we head to the break. Away it comes. Rule just had to hold as the ball was a little slower. Or France have come through here and stolen that away. Brosseau, it was. Yana Brosseau over that ball, and now Kalfaoui puts it to the toe, trying to clear it. Might sit up for Banet. Ball's not out and still going. With King, who's wrestled to the ground, they have to release her there. No. Sia Kalfaoui, the tight end prop, put boot to ball. And allow New Zealand one more attacking chance here. Rule again. So going to extra time in this first half. Or higher. Oh, great hands from Bremner as the ball was fired at her by Brunt. And there goes Brunt. She's stopped by Kalfaoui. White shirts just swarming around in defence. Olsen Baker as Felou drags her to ground. Oh, high, a little inside ball for Leti Inga. Set move, Leti Inga pumps the legs, forces the ball, still there for Ponsonby. And they'll get advantage as well. France straight off feet.
Tackle without the ball.
And a tackle without the ball. Olsen Baker wanted to go, but is having to wait.
No, we're not having a conversation.
Unfortunate for France, because they had got the turnover.
Or off feet there.
And they had the right idea to clear the line, but maybe not the personnel you want to do it, giving New Zealand this extra opportunity.
Yeah, of course you can. Mille.
Well, New Zealand opting for the scrum in midfield, turning down the opportunity for almost a gift 3 points.
We good? Yep.
What a willing contest. What a first half this has been as we're 42 minutes in. It's been pretty unrelenting from both sides, on both sides of the ball.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Scrum holds out, it comes for Hohaya, it's there for Brunt, ball back in field for King, and now Paul looking to release Vahakolo into the corner again. New Zealand execute on the stroke at half-time, and Caitlin Vahakolo gets a second.
Textbook from New Zealand. They were gifted the extra opportunity, and they've taken full advantage. And it's Hannah King inserts herself with the little inside ball and then out again. She's missed and it originally gets the ball back, and it's a little ball. They've practiced that in training, and they've executed it brilliantly here.
No, you're good. Just keep working hard.
Caitlin Vahakolo, second try.
Because you're playing so quickly and they're playing so quick. Just got to keep making sure we're retreating back.
New Zealand have already headed to the sheds as Hannah King gets ready to set this kick from wide. King tries to curl it around, it stays away again. Another try goes unconverted. New Zealand have scored 4.5 and they lead at the break. A thoroughly entertaining, willing, ferocious first half. And it is New Zealand who lead France 20 points to 14 at halftime here in WXV1, BC Place in Vancouver.
I think so.
As they go early in the second half, we're underway, and it's straight into the hands of Marie Ménacher. And France will swing hard onto attack. Early in the second half, it was a pinpoint kickoff, and now Kiwa looking to get what? Medisu Fal in the middle. Ponsonby had hands on it for New Zealand, can't get there. Now Jacquet, as Conde tries to shovel it along to Banet. Vahakolo having to cling on to her. Ball spills clear for Bordenson, so a little snipe down the blind side and a kick into the grubber. A little bit of a bobble as it come off the knee. Play on for New Zealand. And now a penalty. Might have got away with one for there.
The little kick option from Bordenson down the short side. Nearly bobbled by New Zealand. Lucky to get this ball back and able to clear their lines.
It's a rapid start, opening minute 2, second half for France.
And a change in personnel, kicking that to touch. Rohe Demant has stepped in now to take over at least some of the kicking duties. We'll see as the game goes on.
Ponsonby goes down the back. It's brought down by Maikawana Kailani-Roos for New Zealand, who now bring it along to Olsen Baker. Tackle made on her by Kiwa and Vernier. Still going though, Olsen Baker, as she was released. Good awareness once more. So hard to bring to ground. Comes back for Hohai. Put a little in 2 minds now. King just finding a little bit of space down the middle of the field for France, and Sydney Albanese has to go a long way back to bring this in. Jacquet in support. She'll look to send it back with interest for New Zealand as it's going to bounce its way into touch. A good touch finder from Chloe Jacquet to put France back down in New Zealand's territory.
Nice little kick from Hannah King. Got in behind the French defenders this time. New Zealand a little slow on that chase as they all just kind of came up slowly trotting. I'd like to see more pressure on that.
New Zealand's line-out is operating effectively. This time it's Roos. It was in the first half. Bremner was the target, but Maya Roos taking the first 2 in this one. Little chip kick over the top. Vahakola into space, bounces up, but can't bring it in. Now playing under advantage from the line-out. Nice little option from King with the advantage to play with, and it almost paid off.
Contact in the air.
Perfectly timed on the chase as well. Unlucky on that bounce.
Oh, here's one. Oh, just work right there. Yep, perfect.
Puts this into touch for New Zealand, on towards the French 22. Really good touch finder from the New Zealand co-captain, and those penalties will be alarming for the French coaching team.
Going to have an impact on the game for sure. It's nice to see Rohe Demant step up on these touch finders. It almost releases Hannah King of the pressure on those, and she's still able to kick and play.
Again, Roos brings it down. Michaeli Tu'u tears away. There's Demant, inside ball. Vahakola, brilliant
she's inserting herself off everything right now, Vahakolo. She almost got that little chip from King earlier, coming off the inside, and this time it's off the line out. And you can see as the ball goes up, she's just hiding inside, waiting for Ruahei Demet to get it, and times her run off that. And nobody's in front of her. The little switch first sets Ruahei Demet, and the quick hands from Ruahei. She's able to get that through, but perfectly timed for Vahakolo, waiting to Ruahei to get that ball.
King this time does add 2 more, so the kicking boots and a smile for Hannah King, finally, I'm sure. 27 points to 14. New Zealand strike first in the second half.
It's nice to see Hannah King smile off that conversion as well. Sometimes kicking can get in your head. It can be such a tough skill when it's not going well. Credit to her. Little reset at halftime. Well done, Hannah King.
3 tries for Caitlin Vahakolo in the match. New Zealand get a 5th, and France again having to chase. Here's Ponsonby again, busting through. She's got Mikaeli Tu'u with her. Ponsonby's going to have to stay in support. Mikaeli Tu'u busting through. Ponsonby just about holds on. Gone backwards, says the referee, so play on for New Zealand as they bust and pierce through the French defence. Here's Ponsonby again, keep her out of it. Georgia Ponsonby is on a tear. Up towards the 22 goes New Zealand, quick pick and go. They've got France offside once more. New Zealand playing at tempo and keeping the French on the back foot.
All back.
Rule.
Just still there. Just keep the mark for me.
Quick pick from Chris Veliko onto the field in jersey 17 for New Zealand. Ohio will release for Bremner. Oh, Felou has spun away from that tackle, the French captain. Got really caught and is down in back play. France defending with 14 and conceding another penalty deep inside their own territory.
No worries.
There's some concern for Mane Felou. Just spun really awkwardly in that tackle.
And we mentioned the penalties earlier. You cannot keep conceding penalties, particularly in this area of the field.
If you're happy to go for it. No, step back.
Again, New Zealand look like they're going to opt to turn down 3, and Dement's going to go to the sideline again. No, she's not. She's going to tap and go.
Now, steady, come on. Okay, you told me very clearly you were going to go there, and that's why we were playing on. Right, time is off now.
Oh, okay, tried to be tricky.
Come on, that's not fair. Okay.
And it's because of the injured player that Sarah Cox has not allowed Ruahei to play there.
Right.
Well, I think she'd also told her she was going to go to the side, and that's why they were allowing the play on. Anyway, New Zealand will go to the sideline.
We won't be doing that again. On that line.
And here's the initial break off Mikaeli Tu'u. Ponsonby working.
Yeah, they're there. I don't.
And it's the offload.
Away come New Zealand again. It's with Royce Olsen-Baker. Peels away, going herself. Olsen-Baker just short of the line. Back they come out to the open. King for Demand. New Zealand have to reset as France rush up. They will keep tackling to a standstill. Will the French? Here comes Rule. Okemba drags her down. Veliko, next runner for New Zealand. She's hard to stop as well, so mobile Chris Veliko, quick around the corner. Olsen-Baker clatters over the line. New Zealand playing at pace and with power, and Kaipo Olsen-Baker scores.
Yeah.
They have started this half with even more energy than they had in the first, and Olsen-Baker
2 penalty advantages for it as well.
gets her first of the match.
Retreating to that back foot. And then we're going
and off the line out,
going for the players.
Baker gets it and goes for it, but gets dragged down just short.
Yeah,
and again, Ruahei Demet, she's so crucial in the center field.
Just on your way back.
And Baker, Olsen-Baker, 2 meters out. The leg drive, the power to keep control of the ball and dive over.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was on the chat about
King for New Zealand adds 2 more, and now from 20 points to 14, and it's been 2 quick converted tries. 14 points in 9 minutes for New Zealand. 34-14 they lead. Changes for both teams as well. For New Zealand, Kennedy Tukuafu, the co-captains, on jersey 20. Maya Joseph on in 21. At halfback to replace Iritana Hohaya. And Mane Filou, the French captain, has had to come to the side, and Axiel Berthomieu is on in jersey 20. France go long and deep with the restart. It's brought down by the new player Joseph in jersey 21. This one stays in field for Marine Ménager to return for the French, looking to slice open this New Zealand defence, as she's so capable of doing. France is getting some hands-on ball in this half. Socha is dragged down. And now Bourdon Sansu, this canny little half-back, and there's the first touch for Berthomieu. It's an uncomfortable one. Jacquet, she's not getting through Roos either, and Tukuafu playing with the headgear. Kennedy Tukuafu, she scoots up the loose ball. It's physical now, New Zealand, asserting themselves in that way as well. Veliko. Brunt, here's the footwork, can't get through Fal. Oh, Kemba almost there. Rather, it was Brousseau. Kick downfield for New Zealand to chase Jacquet, having to go a long way back. And it's a good clearance to it. Didn't have a whole lot of options, Chloe Jacquet, and it's a really good clearance under pressure.
Excellent kick for New Zealand.
Yeah, time off.
But here's the defense. Shot after shot. 2 players, 1 low. It's Tukuafu right off the bench, inserting herself into this game. The co-captain.
What we got on numbers? 5. 5. Time on.
On Moembe on jersey 17 there for France. There's New Zealand again, launched from line-out, which has been on song today. Ponsonby just having a little peer over the top as France have to retreat. It's still going forward. New Zealand are really neatly organised here, and France having to muscle up. Now it stops, so Joseph clears. Demet to the line for Olsen Baker, tried to get over the top. Not many get through Vernier. Here's Tukuafu, the captain, who has very little care for her body. And there's some trouble here. Going to hold up play. There's a player who's stayed down. It looks to be Serafino Kemba, who bore the full force of Kennedy Tukuafu running at her. It's called up pretty swiftly by the referee team.
Yeah, carry on. No, I had to stop for her. We're determining whether...
Hopefully she is okay. She'll be looked after very carefully by the medics. And a chance for France to kind of regroup here. It's been a tough start to the second half for them. Opportunity to have those little conversations.
Yeah, no problem, yeah.
We may just be having a little look at this, at the contact that was made.
Yeah, let's go this one, yeah. We'll take our time on this one, Leo, okay? Is this in relation to the incident of where this player, the French player, is down?
Kemba, unfortunately, is the player upright in that as she tries to make that tackle. She is up on her feet, though. That's the most important first part.
So we do have head contact, we do have foul play. So for me, that meets the yellow card threshold. So number 6 will get a yellow card and it goes to the bunker.
So Serafino Kemba, who is going to go to the side regardless, is also going to be yellow carded. So France are not going to be able to replace her. It's going to be reviewed off field as well.
So Trevor, number 6 has gone for a yellow card. Yeah. Okay, for head-on-head, and it goes to the bunker. I'll find the mark, and then you guys just aware that while she's having the HIA, we've also got the yellow card rolling, okay? Okay. You happy? Good. Just, Leo, just with regards to mark, I think it's about here.
That's really tough for France, isn't it? But she was pretty upright. Okemba, a tall player anyway, on a shorter body of Tukuafu. So
we all ready? We've got all ready.
They've already lost Mane Filu, and now Serafino Okemba into the sin bin, but she's...
You want to go for the posts?
First things first.
Sorry, I thought you said
the 10 minutes is almost academic. Needs to look after himself. So France down to 14.
Slow moving on the sideline there for Okemba as well. And we talked about it earlier, the penalty count for France. New Zealand are a class outfit, and to give them that many opportunities off penalties deep in your own end is going to make it a tough day.
They've been absolutely living off scraps, have France possession-wise as well. New Zealand have punished them. Into the final half an hour of this test match. France with one player short. Olsen Baker comes away out the base of the scrum for Joseph. Nice flat ball for Brunt, who charges onto it, tries to get through Vernier, who just so rarely misses Gabby Vernier. And now up the middle, puncturing through this defence, this powerhouse. Number 8, Kaipo Olsen Baker then spills the ball on the floor. All the work and then turns possession over. Banet made the tackle, is slow to get up, but here goes Olsen Baker in full flight.
Well, it's the nice step back inside, and the fend gets her away from the first two defenders. A third fend, but it does take 2 tacklers to get her down, and just looking for the offload there.
You ready?
She probably could have just kept that. France nearly was all offside, and New Zealand were filing in behind her. But what a break from her. She's been having a great game so far and giving New Zealand some big line breaks.
Number 3.
New Zealand going to make a change. Up front, Amy Rule will come to the side to be replaced by Tani Kululuvale in jersey 18.
I just said you as a collective.
Solid shift from Rule.
Yep, no worries, mate.
Now, some more firepower off the bench. Boy, New Zealand responding after half-time.
The yellow, just while we're here, the yellow card stays at a yellow. It's a low degree of danger, okay?
Hear that from referee Sarah Cox. So the yellow card will remain a yellow. Eventually, Serafino Okemba will be able to be replaced. It won't be her going back out there.
Time on. Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Defensive scrum for France. Their scrum has been pretty solid, but New Zealand have got a bit of heat on here. It's a real mess at the back, a real scramble. Ball's gone over the line. The scrum just disintegrated.
Penalty against Black. 2 Black. Right, wait.
This is a penalty against Black.
Up on the line, please.
But no, it's going to be New Zealand ball.
Right, driving across. Scrum.
Enormous pressure on the French scrum. Some new front rowers out there, Olembe and Bernardou.
And opting for the scrum after that power show from the New Zealand pack.
Straight. Okay.
Look, it just folds them.
Oh, that penalty count now, 14-4. New Zealand's discipline, excellent. France, all sorts of trouble with one in the sin bin as well. It's their blindside flanker too.
Let's not stand up when we do that, okay?
So
let's just control our weight.
Marine Ménager is packing down on the side of the scrum.
Okay.
Left winger for France.
No, I understand. Right, time off, stand up. Number 14 is an HIA.
Oh, there's another HIA here. This is Ciliel Banet, and she was slow to get up from a tackle. She made the try saver on Olsen Baker, Ciliel Banet. So she now has to come to the side and will be replaced by Lena Tsui in 23. Another one that's been picked up on the sideline. France having to really reshuffle and regroup here. Jacquet has gone out to that wing.
It's hard enough to defend this area of the field, let alone with all the shifts in your back line.
Bind! Set! Steady!
Scrum stands steady, starts to move now. Now
No,
New Zealand get a little way forward, controlled in the back by Olsen Baker. Away she comes with Joseph. Ball over the top for Letzi Inga. The option was there, but the pass didn't connect, and the opportunity goes begging.
And she knows it. Off the back of the scrum, they had France moving backwards. And Maya Joseph pops out there, gets the ball, throws the long one. She was wide open, but
Black,
just the skills letting them down there.
Perfect.
I knew the space would be there because that's where Menashe would have been defending. As oh, this one's overthrown. It's there for Ponsonby. New Zealand coming at France once more. Forwards lining up. Mikaeli Tsu'u. Head down low and hard. Pick and go from Kelowna Valley, stretching just short. And now Roos just short as well. New Zealand's forwards throwing themselves at the French defence. Ponsonby goes low. She's repelled. Hearty defence on the line. They release. There must be space if they can get it across. Jacquet has come up and made a spot tackle. They'll still concede possession as it's there for New Zealand and Tukuafu. Jacquet, certain try saver, still under advantage here. Kelowna Valley coming through. Just dragged down by Quote. Bremner next. France scrambling with all their might. Joseph whips it away. Tukuafu. Kennedy Tukuafu. Dragging French defenders towards the line. Now Veliko's got it in the back. And Bremner in support. Chris Veliko, those drags sideways. Great defence by Menage and Gros. And now Kelowna Valley, they've got advantage again. Kelowna Valley over the line. Didn't need the advantage. They got the try instead through Tanya Kelowna Valley.
Well, you could sense it coming for New Zealand.
No, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in
And credit to the French defense. They really made them work for it.
I had it as a good contest. Did you have anything?
And watch this, again, with only 14, Chloe Jacquet had to come up. There was 2 players outside of her. Great shot from her, forced them all the way back.
Be on point. There's certain things happening around the pitch.
But again, New Zealand throwing everything at them, defenders throwing everything. But too much power from the Kelowna Valley.
Thanks, Leo.
To get them over.
France just under enormous pressure, conceding penalties, losing players to the side. King from wide is just about to bring it round. This one goes off the uprights, but New Zealand 39 points to 14. A blitz to start the second half.
And it's not just the power from Kelowna Valley, but it's also Olsen Baker in behind, giving the extra support. And France defense cannot do anything about that.
Just wait a second.
New Zealand have rolled some changes as well. Mama Monia Vaipulu on in jersey 19. She's replaced Maya Roos, who very rarely gets a rest. Atlanta Lolahea is on in jersey 16 for the impressive Georgia Ponsonby, New Zealand, and also on in 22. First appearance of the competition is Patricia Maliepo. She's replaced Hannah King. As Roman Menashe comes to the side as well for France.
It's all back. All back.
New Zealand with some fresh legs. There's Vaipulu, and here's Maliepo, who's a really dangerous player, and the offload. Vaipulu stayed in support, the two Blues teammates combining, but then concede the penalty. Just held on too long.
Clear access to that ball.
Well, it's not going the way of France at the moment, but they will continue to fight through this one.
Coming your way, Julian.
France still a lot of time in this match.
There you go.
20 minutes to play, and a team that is capable of
Yeah.
busting sides open, but they just haven't seen that flow and attack at all
Hang on,
from them.
hang
The
on.
opportunities have been so few and far between.
You said 6? Okay. How many have you got in?
Haven't had much
So she needs to
possession.
come in, yeah?
New Zealand
Okay.
continuing to dominate there,
No problem at all.
but also just not really able to put many phases together for France.
Come on.
Mané Filou has recovered from her injury to be back out there. There was a head injury assessment for the France captain. Here she is to bring down this line-out ball. Clément Ménager's gone to the side, and Berthomeu effectively replaces her. As the pressure comes on again, untidy ball. Remember, France playing with 14 for a little longer.
No, hands away! Hands were on the floor first.
Bourdon-Sansu looking to release. Bernardo took some heavy contact as well. Now, a little crossfield kick here for Gewa. She's got Ménager out there. Marine Ménager, well read in defence. Right, let's see Iinga for New Zealand. Here's Moembe. They come down a little blindside. Masera Conde, haven't seen France really able to unleash from the back, and that's a good charge from Conde. Ball is still there for Bourdon-Sansu. Had Vernier with her, but dragged down by Joseph. France making some meters. Testing the New Zealand defence really for the first time since the opening minute of the half.
Don't touch.
New Zealand maintaining their discipline as Conde comes flying onto it, dragged down. Great ball for Bernardo. What a run from the tight head prop. Line is beckoning for France. If Berthomeu can get it down, no! Just stopped by Kalunivale. Still there for Bourdon-Sansu. France looking for space, looking for numbers across the line and out of the hands. It goes for Jacquet. New Zealand's turn to show some desperation in defence.
Well, the first time really in this half that France have put together some phases, and they nearly got themselves their look at the break from Bernardo. Look at New Zealand powering over, saving that one, throwing their bodies over it.
Pauline Bourdon-Sansu, a little bit of blood on the nose. She'll come to the side and be replaced, jersey 22, by Alexandre Chambon. France got a 6-2 split on the bench. Chambon is out for Bourdon-Sansu.
Crouch!
You see the masked face of Alexandre Chambon. Broken nose in training a month or so back, or just before they played England in that test match.
Set! Steady! Okay. Just 2 secs. Okay. We're fighting for binds over here. Okay, you hold your weight. You have also got to take the hit as well, so have you, all right?
A lot of new front rowers on. New
Okay,
for both
control.
sides from which we started.
Merci.
Coaching team in York.
Listen, we've just had that conversation now, okay?
35% possession for France.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady, steady!
New Zealand scrum is really firmed up as Olsen Baker comes away once more. Scragged
Wait
by
till Angers!
Berthomeu
Use
for
the
France. And New Zealand showing a willingness just to really stick to task this afternoon. We perhaps haven't seen in the last few test matches. And now Joseph will allow King to clear away.
Stop now.
As far, he finds a good exit as well.
No.
Hannah King did really well to get that one away. The ball
No.
was a bit of a lob pass to her over her head. Did well to get it down to her foot really quickly.
Black 22, HIA. Number 20.
Patricia Mully-Eport is the 22.
Yeah, no worries, just send her on now, please.
Really good bust, and again, it's another one that's she's charging off the field for someone to say she has had such a rare shortage of game time this season. Patricia Maliepo, just 21 in her 10th appearance.
Okay, perfect. Time on.
So that has brought Renee Holmes on to replace Patricia Maliepo. France need to be the next to score to see if they can apply some pressure, some scoreboard pressure on New Zealand as the bounce is kind enough for Conde as Holmes flies. Menage puts it down.
Okay.
Mistakes
I've
come.
got that she can almost realistically get to that. Leo, unless you've got anything
Did come off the finger of Holmes, who made a heck of a fly at it.
You can hear the conversation, Sarah Cox, seeing that she had an opportunity to get that.
Just double check.
So just calling it as a knock-on. France starting to really throw the ball around. They've got nothing to lose here.
France back to their full complement of players, of course, as well, after the sin bin of Serafina Kemba. She's not coming back out, but Tiani Felou, the sister of Mane, onto the field in 21. Tiani Felou actually played with Liana Mikaeli-Tu'u, Hawke's in New Zealand, where the Felou sisters were schooled.
Binds! Set, steady!
Oh, again, this France scrum has really struggled. Felou does well to come away with it, and now it's there for Vernier. There was a hole for Conde, but they went outside instead to Chambon, and it comes unstuck for France. And it's a good illustration of perhaps their afternoon. Fits and starts, but only in small amounts.
It was a good little play off the scrum.
Oh, sorry, I caught you there. That's all right.
For France, they had a lot of runners and a lot of options. And look at the difference in carries and meters and tackle breaks by New Zealand.
Crouch! Binds! Set, steady!
Joseph gets it in for New Zealand, but concedes the penalty. She put it in under her own players' feet. So France, you can just see they're really needing that lift to
slap the ball back into the tunnel.
lift the intensity, lift the tempo. That's a soft penalty conceded by New Zealand.
And a few of the French players just really wanting to up the tempo, but the ball got hung up in there. Good attitude, good energy by the French. They really just need to get their hands on this ball.
Time starting to tick against them as Elisa Lefanu comes on to replace her Sochat at hooker. Saliel Banet also back out there for France after a head injury assessment.
Just a second, we're just making the subs. Just here. On your mark there, okay, perfect, thank you. Time on.
Sweet heads back to the side as Banet comes back out there. That one's overthrown, but it's there for Bernardo. And now here comes France. Chambon holds on to a difficult one, does well. Gewa just caught a little of two minds as the New Zealand defence rounded upon her, ball rolled forward, but under the tension at that breakdown. Here come France. Here's Tiani Felou. Oh, Tukuafu on it, but got well and truly cleared out by Madasu Fala now going forward, but just getting in the way of each other. And now Bremner really wants to turn the pressure on here. Quick tap. New Zealand looking a bit of ad-lib, free-flowing rugby. Inside for Dement. Ball back in field for Holmes. And 4 or 5 quick passes. They send it away downfield. Joseph rolls a kick over the top. Doesn't get the bounce she was quite looking for. And Jacquet catches up with it. Nice feet from Chloe Jacquet. And really good pump of the legs too from the French fullback. New Zealand though stolen this away. Letienga was on it. They have dominated that area all match. And it's Letienga who gets another one back.
Oh, she's been unbelievable on attack, but also on defense today. Putting in a huge shift for the Black Ferns. New Zealand upping the energy even in this last 15 minutes. The quick hands gets them into some space on the outside. And it's Leti Inga with the little inside ball to her captain.
New Zealand with Atlanta Lolo here. Got it tucked in the back. Joseph sends it away in midfield for Brunt, who's ridden back in really hard defence. Joseph, Lolo here. New Zealand's forwards, all Veliko over the top of the first defender, making their way up towards the 22. Here's Tukuafu. Vahakolo has just looked for work all afternoon, right from the off, and has scored 3 tries, but she's lost possession there, and will concede the penalty.
Just playing the ball from the offside position. Vahakolo had lost that in the breakdown. I believe it was Michaele Tu'u.
Return to your feet and come back onside. Chuck them on the line there, Christine. Thank you very much.
Head towards the final 10 minutes, and knowing that France are still not going to be done. They've had a lot of disruption in their lineup today. Some injuries, some sin binning. The last couple of changes, Metasufalo head to the side, and Ikahegi will come back on. Lena Tsui heading out there, and she'll replace Lena Kiwa at fly half. Good line-out drive here from France. It was a nice quick set off that strike, and now it's peeled away, and it opens up for Lefano up the middle, just straight down, almost there. Great support play from Bernardo.
There are onside.
And now France hard on to attack. Tiani Filu.
You're off feet now, leave.
Ikahegi just with a little pick around the blind side, keeping it in tight from the bust out of France. New Zealand haven't conceded a point in the second half as we enter into the final 10 minutes. No way through for Bernardo, who made that really good charge initially for the French. Chambon will dig it out. New Zealand's defence just able to set and regroup pretty easily at the moment. A lot of pace in the French attack. Now there might be Sanas Tui. Tries to step off the right, goes back into the traffic though. New Zealand having to leave it behind, and once again maintaining their discipline. Vernier gets the ball away for Lefano. Little half gap for France. Still there for Chambon. Now Tui. And Bernardo, so hard to stop. Oh, Dement was on that ball though, ripped it away, steals it back for New Zealand. And a strong game, the co-captain Dement, and that's a big play. Chance for New Zealand to exit. Little crossfield kick that could sit in the hands here. Merirangi Paul back in field for Vahakolo, dragged down by Vernier. It was a desperation tackle. A lot of open space, and Paul has stayed down, and back play for New Zealand. They've got the penalty. They'll march back downfield, but some concern for Merirangi Paul in the back.
Well, going into this game, we knew the importance of Ruahei Dement, not just as her performance on the field, but her leadership off the field. And she does well here. Look at her just floating in behind, watching the ball, and rips it out of there. It's a big turnover for the number 12, the captain. She's really led from the front today. And then it was the nice crossfield kick. Just something awkward in the tackle.
Looked a little bit innocuous, didn't it, for Merirangi Paul, still getting treatment. Here's the Well, as I said, she and Tukuafu, they demand really high standards from this New Zealand team, and they've well and truly got a response this week.
And as a leader, you really need to lead that by example. You can't just be talking about it. You got to follow it up with action, and she's done that today.
Lou, all good. We're going to put time on, okay?
And hopefully she is okay. She's going to continue here. Good to see her on her feet.
Big opportunity for Medirangi Paul to get the start at fullback and hasn't done a whole lot wrong.
You can tap and go, or are you going to the line?
That French penalty counts 17 now. We saw this with the United States yesterday, conceded a whole lot of turnover ball and a whole lot of penalties, and that makes winning test matches incredibly difficult.
Particularly against a hungry and inspired New Zealand team that knew they had to come out today, knew they had to put in a performance.
New Zealand, their line out has worked to great effect, and once more it's Brendan McKaylee into the line again as Brunt driven back. Good defence from Tiani Felu. And now Tukuafu, that looked a little forward, but play on for Kalunavale. Up to the 10-metre line in French territory. Veliko next. Vernier comes at her, and again Veliko adds so much energy off the bench. A little dart from Joseph, and then finds the hole for Vaipulu.
Pull back, pull back.
Ball loses control, but still there for New Zealand. Now Olsen Baker will look to straighten. Back it comes for Atlanta Lolo here. Joseph picking out the runners. It's Vaipulu this time. New Zealand building phases once more. That one they've left behind, but play on still. Kalonevale. France cannot get their hands on ball. They've defended greatly, but now there's a lot of space as Holmes brings it on. This is where Brendan's really strong in the wide. And now Brunt's going to come back on the angle. Oh, the offload didn't quite stick. Holmes couldn't regather. New Zealand leave perhaps another one out there, but the broken field running again had France scrambling.
And it was the depth off these. Everybody running, just the pass goes in behind, so she can't quite continue running forward. Does really well to spin and keep it alive, and the offload just lost to hand.
Okay. Good.
And an all-round strong performance by New Zealand, and the MasterCard player of the match, Georgia Ponsonby, the hooker.
All good?
Eventually will give us a smile. Yes, there we go.
No.
Oh, wow. Friends like that. Georgia Ponsonby, they're really good for New Zealand today.
She's been excellent on both sides of the ball. She's carried really well. She's been all over the field in the tackles. A strong performance from the hooker.
It was brutal. Eddie's done a little higher. There was some
Binds.
It's a hard one to pick.
Set. Steady.
New Zealand. France have been chasing this game from the early stages. Put pressure on. And now going to have to run it out from inside their own half. Just going to have to throw caution to the wind or back behind their own goalposts. It's a real scramble. And it's going to be a 5-metre scrum for New Zealand.
Taken back over by White. Scrum.
Well, France, early stages of their season, of course, going into the Northern Hemisphere. New campaign.
Okay. Forward to get reward. Scrums in the air,
struggling to get their full game, clicking the French team that we know.
Stay legal. Patience. Yes. Oui. No problem.
And they were well and truly in it at the halfway mark.
You ready?
But the second half,
let's go. Let's start building.
Whatever was said in the sheds for New Zealand has really set them alive.
Just drop back a little bit.
And France hasn't been able to respond.
That's the best I can do.
20 points to 14 it was at halftime, 15-14 late in that first half.
Just give me a second, all right? I'll set it up. You can stay here. You stay here, but just give me a second, right?
Latiinga has just tucked herself in behind Ruhe Demant.
Binds!
Likely to insert herself.
Set! Steady!
New Zealand's backline all laid out to the left, and that is the way they will head. Demant in at first, receiver, set piece doesn't come off though as Paul came into the line. It's another penalty though, tackle off the ball.
I've got penalty only on that one, just mistimed. Thanks, Julian.
It's a nice piece of set piece from New Zealand.
France, take the line.
Another line out coming. New Zealand's line out has been metronomic, almost England-esque. It's really been able to launch for the likes of this woman, Caitlin Vahakolo, to get into the action. And there's another one for Brenda. France not contesting. They look to try and stop New Zealand, halt them early. Here's Mikaele Tu'u working hard, as she always does. Every minute of every match so far in this campaign. Veliko driving to the line. Veliko over it. Held up, though. Tough stuff on their own line from France.
Hey. Merci.
And I like the option off the line out, switch it up a little bit.
Doucement. Merci.
They went the short side.
Behind. En jeu.
Being camped down in their own territory, and New Zealand are going to come back at them again. France have had very little possession, very little field position. Quick pick and go from Letizia Inga up onto the 22, and they'll concede a penalty. Great work from Conde this time.
Straight over and straight onto
Nice
the ball.
individual effort from Conde. Gets herself over. Just the speed at which she was able to get in on that ball.
Thank you. I'll pop him on the line. Love it. Line. Yeah.
France just one win out of their last 4 matches.
Good
Not
contest.
win this one either. As they get position from the line out. Chambon, but getting herself in the way. Vaipolo, great hands from the lock, tracking back. And now Joseph looks to spread for Dement. Holmes coming up to play in the line, as she so regularly does. Paul shifting across. Oh, Dement had turned her back on the ball, and the bounce was good enough, kind enough for it, but then she gets monstered by the French defenders coming across. So New Zealand have to reset. It's tipped on from Kalunavale to Lolo here. And now Vaipolo. Bremner, oh, again had to stand her ground. Alana Bremner, as France shoot up once more. New Zealand still trying to be efficient as possible in the final stages, as that one bobbles and breaks down from Dement. There'll be no damage done in this last minute, though.
Veliko came in and played at halfback. Not the execution they're used to from their halfbacks.
Time off.
But Ruahei Dement, particularly in the second half, has been absolutely everywhere. She's led from the front. She's taken it forward when she's needed to. She's offloaded and played when she's needed to.
Here's Caitlin Vahakolo, who had a tough week last week, and this is a bounce-back performance with a hat-trick of tries.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. He hasn't said anything just yet. Oh, okay.
She's such an energetic, effervescent confidence player. And she's looking like that. That's when she's most dangerous. Another who demands such high hat standards of herself.
Come on.
Look at the effort there.
Oh, thanks, Leo. I'm not sure what she was talking about, to be honest, but thanks for checking it off.
The meters made, it's the most in the team today. She's been working, getting a lot of big runs, carries for New Zealand.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Steady!
Scrum starts to screw, but Filou does well, and now some room for Chambon. Jacquet up in midfield, stopped by Letizia Inga, who's had a really busy afternoon as she makes another shot there. New Zealand's wingers have been right in the thick of the action. Then another New Zealand trying to keep France at bay once more. France haven't scored in the second half as Vernier goes herself almost around the outside. Chase is coming. Ball will beat them all. And France won't get a second half point.
Tackle there on the full time. Leo, unless you've got anything to stop that.
The performance in response New Zealand were looking for. their best of the year to stop the rot just when they needed it to. Comprehensive from New Zealand. A mightily important win for them, and for France, well, so much to go back and look out. Many standout performances, a hat-trick for Caitlin Vahakolo. But it is New Zealand who get their first win of WXV, their final test match of the year, undoubtedly their best performance of it. And it is New Zealand who beat France 39 points to 14.